Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another Friday night news hour with SOP and guests. And there's one of them. There's Uncle Al.
Yep.
Yep. AFK at the moment. He is checking the windows. He's making sure there's no uninvited people lurking around.
All right. I got to change something on my screen.
And for those who are new to us, welcome to your new designation. You are an advanced preparedness engineer if you are worried about being prepared for things. So you are now a part of Ape Nation. Welcome. Right.
And we are not responsible for the commercials that were shown earlier of this. We have no power over it. That's YouTube.
Yeah, I'm still not monetized yet. They think it's funny to throw advertisements on mine. So I'll do my own advertisement later. Anyhow.
Yeah, especially LGB ones.
No. Anyway, we've got Gil at Gray Man Prepping. Gil at Camp Hatton. We've got Backwoods Law. There's Shady Hill, Strong Enough to Bend. Good evening, good evening. Duncan 1900. Good evening, folks. Welcome. We got 6 people hiding out there lurking. Don't forget to hit the like button, pretty please, and thank you. Just don't break your screens. I am not responsible for damage to your equipment.
All right, Courtney.
There's a Courtney in here?
Yep. Just came in.
StreamYard is very, very slow. There's Miss Courtney.
Yep.
So we'll give it a minute for 1 or 2 more people to trickle up on in here before we get started.
Shoot, what is it doing?
Ring of Fire does look like it's kind of popping off a little bit, though.
It does.
But this ain't that bad, honestly. There's only 33 earthquakes listed. I haven't refreshed it in a while because I want to make sure that this one, the 6.1, was actually still showing when we went live. USGS lately, in the last couple hours, has had a tendency to put it up and then take it back off. Then put it up and take it back off. Eyes to see. Good evening.
Hi, Eyes to see.
Let's see. So let's go ahead and refresh and see if there's anything else. And newest. Yeah, we got a couple new ones here. We're up to 34 earthquakes, so had one drop off, one jump up. No big deal. So technically, there's nothing to be too concerned. This is normal activity for earthquakes. So for now, nothing to worry about here. Over at the Global Volcanism site, according to people who are far smarter than I am and have more equipment than I got, this is also about normal for the Ring of Fire. The only ones that are a little odd are the one way down here and the one way up here. The one up in Iceland right now is kind of in a slow mode. Last 2 days, it's had several hours where it's been really slow, so it may be slowing down. Then again, it may not be.
How about Africa?
What about Africa?
They had 2 volcanoes, and that's in the region I was talking about earlier.
Yeah. I haven't been paying attention to the volcanoes, to be perfectly honest. I've been trying to keep up with a few other things here at the house, and my news reporting today is going to be kind of lackluster because of it. It's fun moving a 65, 70-pound couch that's as tall as you are by yourself.
Yep.
No, I take that back. It's not fun at all.
Well, I when was this? Yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Unloaded a 250-pound mattress, king-size mattress, out of the trailer and brought it into the house here. And you know, this is not a normal mattress. This is one made by European Sleepworks up there in Berkeley. It has, like, the coils are only like this big around, but they're tight. They're tight, boom, boom, all the way through it. It's you know, we've had it for over 20 years, and it's still like it's brand new. These are, yeah. And so getting that inside the house and set up, yeah.
Good evening, Miss Carol.
Hi, Carol.
No thanks, Beckwood. With my nerve problems in my arms and neck as it is, me and a 300 box would not be a good idea. I'll leave that to people who are a little bit stronger than I am at the moment. So I am going to throw in my own personal commercial today.
Cool.
We're going to do it right now as soon as I find the file. I should have had this ready, but I wasn't. Here it comes.
Proof that not all preppers are ready all the time. We're fallible too, but we keep on trying.
For those who are looking for medical needs, for your bug out, prepping, or just situational awareness at home, please stop by Doom and Bloom here on your screen for all your medical needs. I speak from experience. They are awesome people. Hey, there's Stringfield. Good evening. So if you're looking for medical supplies, no matter what your skill level, please check out Doc Bones and Nurse Amy at doomandbloom.net, and you go to their store because they have two tabs. You know, they got the Doom and Bloom thing, and then they got this one. You know, they're busy people. Doc Bones is always producing great personal or written information as well. So for your medical preparedness needs, check out doomandbloom.net. Okay, that's my commercial. I know it wasn't that great. I didn't get a chance to practice today. So, from around the world, just trying to make sure I don't miss nobody. Not that most people here are too concerned about it, but there are people over in the Middle East who are suffering from extreme heat, 50 plus C, 48 to 51 Celsius. There are people over there who have absolutely no heat. Or heat.
Cooling.
See, told you I wasn't ready for tonight.
It's cooling. AC, folks.
They have no electricity, period. Here's one of their towers. It has literally, well, their infrastructure is so old, you can see the rust. With the excess heat that's in the area, the towers are just kind of
collapsing.
Linda,
Hi,
good
Christine.
evening. Below that was all American soldiers and members of NATO forces have left the Bahram Air Base. Okay, that means all of our troops from at least that air base should be home, and there's a picture of it. Yay! Among many other things, as in pain. But anywho, here's a story. There is a link to Behold Israel in the description down below. It's a great place if you like to keep up with what's going on in Israel. That is a place I would recommend you check out. For our Canadian friends, I don't know if we have any in here yet. There's Christy. For our Canadian friends,
Anybody
you'll be
seen Hubble's
happy to
cat?
know that we have decided to graciously benefit you guys with some of the stupidity that's down here with us. We just wanted to share with the whole world. We shipped some of it to you, and you now have your statues coming down as well. Queen Victoria and Queen Elizabeth II were torn down in Canada. So y'all welcome. And I think that was it. Yeah, that's it for that one. Back to a more positive note, or well, positive if you're on the leaning left side. Red Dragon is resurging in 3 U.S. hotspots. I told y'all.
Yeah, but they're not going to say it's not. They're saying resurging, not saying it's a new surgence of the Delta variant or this other variant.
No, they're coming right out and saying it's Delta.
Okay, but they were saying the news is saying resurging instead of saying new one out.
Yes, that probably should happen probably around the middle of December.
Yeah.
If information I have is correct, which I don't know if it is, because the person that I got the information of is maybe once every 4 months I hear from them. It's not like I can reach out and touch them. So
Yeah.
That one I'm kind of hesitant on. Proof will be in the pudding. And thank you to Eyes to See. Thank you. Let's see. Another Tesla crashes and burns.
What else in there?
Yeah, it's nothing new anymore. I probably don't want to hear about that.
Yeah, we don't want
Oh.
androids leaking out.
Oh, we don't want Westworld?
Yeah.
For those who don't know what Westworld is, it's a movie where a bunch of animatronic robots go absolutely batcap crazy.
Yeah, they had a software issue.
Yeah, and killed
To say the
everybody.
least.
Who wants to see Mickey Mouse kill a nice family on vacation?
Well,
Hey, Dustin.
different, totally different thing.
Well, sort of. Anyway,
Yeah, Mickey Mouse wasn't in Westworld or
sure.
Roman World or any. But basically there were 4 worlds at I just lost the name of the company. Dallas at the Dallas, not Dallas, Dallas.
Dallas
The Dallas.
Corporate.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like the airport.
Yep.
Anyway, China lab theory leaking gains credibility with a new study. That one I don't know. I wasn't there.
Fucci says
didn't see it.
doesn't exist. And also Fucci says human hybrid animals from the same lab does not exist. Yeah, I believe that
But
guy.
the guy who's done the research openly admitted that Google and Fauci, Fuddle Nutter Brother, admitted that they funded him, and it's in written documents. So
Yeah.
they can deny it all they want. The paper's already been let out of the bag. Yeah, I know I said that wrong. I did it on purpose.
Oh, the human
Uh-oh.
trafficking report?
Yeah. For those who don't pay attention to that, it's actually getting worse, especially down south with a lot of the illegal cartel members coming in. There are more and more younger people disappearing of both sexes. I mean, it's not just one or the other. There are more and more people coming up missing. So if you have loved ones that live out in rural areas down south, make sure you keep an eye on them.
Yeah, you don't want to be it's either blood or organ jacking. So be careful, folks. If you find your relative without no kidneys, no heart, no lungs, no eyes, because it's in the increase, folks, and it's not aliens. I keep telling people that.
Yes, it is. It's little green men from Mars.
No, it's a guy named Guido with a sharp knife. Like, we need another batch of kidneys, Bob.
Don't mind me. I'm just trying to read up on chat here, guys.
Yeah.
Tonight's going to be a little bit slower than normal. It's time to take a little bit of relaxing from the depressing news of the world.
Well, you want to hear some other interesting news of the world that's neither depressing or
Yeah,
positive?
that's depressing. This is depressing.
In California has as head of WHO warns the head of WHO is
China.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not only that, but the
But this right here, here's the one that should get everybody's attention more than that one. You know what? Yeah, I understand. Here in the U.S., in our backyard, so to speak, yeah, we should be concerned. Plain, pure, and simple, we need to be concerned about it because it could mutate yet again, and nothing they've got will stop the new mutation, and a lot more people could get sick. For those who keep saying it's not real, it is a real issue. It is a real virus. But
See a Andromeda strain. See how well they worked out.
I've actually got that in a book. I've got it on audio disc, and I've watched the movie.
Not the
not
new
quite.
version. The old version is a lot better.
Right. That's where I've got mine. I actually read the book in school. But the one that should get everybody's attention is this one right here. Without global control. Okay, they're trying to now set it up, and they've been working on a new one world government for years. Anybody that's followed even heard one conspiracy theory, no, this goes clear back to the 70s and 60s. This is nothing new, but this is their new push toward getting it.
mhm.
Those of you who had old student loans, you may benefit from this. Watch out, there are some caveats and other issues.
Like you're a slave.
Yeah, right.
Don't make me laugh. And that's an ad, folks.
Oh, why isn't the U.S. following their guidance? Because we're not completely, well, most of us aren't completely stupid. Aw, some rich people are crying.
No, we should be all crying. It affects everybody.
And here's another one. Now, I told y'all, third time's a charm. Now, are we going to get locked completely back down again? That's still up in the air. They haven't made their decisions yet, but there is talk of it coming in about a month and a half. Just so you guys are warned. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. It might not. They may be able to get a handle on it, so to speak, and, oh, we miraculously got it fixed. We can't fix the common cold. We can't fix the normal flu. There is no way in God's good name that they've got this fixed. They just can't.
Yeah.
If we can't cure the common flu, common influenza bug, which is the same type family as the red dragon, we're not going to beat this that easy either. Uh-oh. They busted me.
It's the alarms. It's the cops. Run.
Mhm.
Okay.
Let's
You
see.
could go back up to Bill Crosby because
No,
the
I
prosecutor was
don't even want to cover Bill Cosby because
okay.
it's
How about the
it's
guns?
still stooped in controversy and it's not completely over yet.
Right.
So, it's if he did do the things that they said he did, then, he has his punishment and he's got to deal with it. If he's completely innocent, then it'll get proven. But when people cheat, then it's bad. I'm
Right.
more worried about this one because this is the only way people are going to get more without a background investigation is by buying it from the neighbor down the road.
Or from the black market. Folks, we have
Neighbor down
great
the road.
rakes. Yeah. We call him the neighbor down the road. It's a guy with a trunk and he opens up. Who wants an Uzi? Okay. We could get Uzis up to lighter grade automatic weapons, no heavy artillery at this time. So if you're looking for a flamethrower or a howitzer, try next year.
Yes, this is what bothers me also. The guy looks right at the camera before he does something. This is the level of depravity in this country.
Right.
Just chat.
You want to cover the poorest city in Ohio? It's an ad.
No, I don't do ads. I'm trying to catch chat here.
Oh, here's something from Bloomberg. Gum makes a comeback as Americans unmask. Chewing gum makes a comeback.
Air temperature in Death Valley hits 128 to 130. They goofed up by 2 points.
Well, Carol, as far as that goes, I'm not going to get into it. I didn't pay attention to the original trial. I'm not worried about it right now because in all honesty, that in and of itself does not affect us being prepared in any way, shape, or form. The heat, yeah, that affects us. Mark Wahlberg and his wife don't affect me one bit.
No.
And actually, in all honesty, this week's news is pretty light as far as information that we need to really pay attention to. This could affect our taxes as well as other issues. That's good, Christy. Yeah, most of the time, if you're honest and sincere about it, especially with what's been going on, and you don't give them an attitude, most of the cops that I've ever met, they will do their best to make get you home safe and sound and tell you, make sure you take care of this. Because if we see you out here again and it's not taken care of, we're not going to be so nice next time. I usually take them at their word for it.
I just got my tags good for 2 years.
Yay.
Hey, remember what I said? There's people missing all over the place,
Yep.
and I hadn't seen this. A newborn among 19 missing kids rescued by U.S. Marshals in New Orleans. This is part of the human trafficking problem. It does concern us in being prepared for the simple fact that there are a bunch of us that have children. And if things start going south, that is going to be a very lucrative trade for some people.
Yep. Not because of deviant behavior, but medical behavior. I keep warning people. This never listens to me.
Mhm.
Been screaming this for 2 years. Same as Dave. You should watch your kids.
Whoa.
Which one?
Kuwait's life after oil. It's not on your screen. It's on what I've been looking at over here.
Go ahead and share it.
Kuwait's life after oil fund raises to a record $700 billion, and has over 50% of its investments in the U.S.
I don't care about no Marky Mark. Good grief, girl. Y'all want to talk about people who sing and do other.
Go watch that big.
Carol's
Blue-
giving you a bad time, huh?
Yeah.
This is
Carol,
not
go
Entertainment
watch that.
Weekly.
Yeah, you go watch that half naked chick in the string bikini on the other channel. Okay. On the health thing on Washington Examiner. Did I read that right, or are they nuts?
Somebody's nuts because they've already proven it's not true.
Right.
And
That's
what's really got me laughing is the people who have had this one, and this does concern being prepared, folks. People who have taken this one, according to the latest news report 2 days ago, which I should have saved it and I didn't, like an idiot, are stating that they're going out. Those who had this, Johnson & Johnson is one and done. They're now going to Moderna and Pfizer to get a second shot, which Moderna and Pfizer have already been proven ineffective.
Mm-hmm.
But yet they're going to get a second shot anyway. HPC, good evening. I'll learn to speak someday.
Yeah, it's all right.
So if you've taken the poke, I feel for you.
Get poked again. They'll get it right
Probably
combination.
4 or 5 times
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
within
like
the next year.
it's like taking the in 2019 taking the flu shot for a 2017 flu. Ain't gonna
Like-
work.
Right.
Joe, can you verify this number?
Which number?
Went up 10%.
10%. Give me a
Yeah.
second.
Because, for those who are new
This
to the
week.
channel, and there are people who have not always been to every live, Gil keeps a running tab, has been since February. I think it was February of last year. He's been keeping a running tab. So his list is pretty long. A year and a half
It's-
worth of information.
All right. Looking at the numbers, if they're doing it on specific days, going from last Thursday had an increase of 13,365. Yesterday's was 20,558, an increase. The days in between are about the same as the week before. So there was a 1-day jump.
And when averaged out, it probably comes up to about a 10% increase.
No, you average it out, it comes up to about a 3% increase.
No, that's even better, but still, it's an increase.
But because they probably pulled the high day and the high day, and the high day jump was approximately 7,000. Which is almost a 30% for the one day. But
Right.
you average out over the week. When actually some of the days this week went down, it's way under 10.
And this is why I like bringing certain things up in the news. is because we can verify it with information we have. We've been tracking. Well, Gil has, so give credit to where it's due. It's to Gil. So you can see just how bad the mainstream media is lying to you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's up 10%. We got 3%.
All right. Let me
It's
give
up,
it to you.
but-
Let me give it to you this way. Last Friday, was up 1,500. Last from week to week. Last Saturday and the Saturday before, it dropped 1,000. Last Sunday and the Sunday before, it dropped 4,000. So you see it's dropping on some days and coming up on the others. So here's a spike. Let's run with the spike.
Oh, gee, I'm just reading the because I can't play it with sound because I will get smashed. And there's been streams where they've actually stopped the stream right in the middle of it. So I'm not going to play the sound. But if you're reading what he's saying, the captioning.
Oh, people are scared because this is all experimental and they're not going to get the shot. But you should just drop those concerns because it's all safe. Yeah. And by the way, I got a bridge in Brooklyn called the Cross Bronx Expressway. I'm going to sell y'all dirt cheap for $1 a square yard.
So like I said, folks, the developer of the R&D thing warned the companies that they might have older people like me and Gil and Dave up here have a shock to their heart or a protein shock to their neurological system. They don't tell you might get a stroke and drop dead like that doctor.
Here's something that I find odd too. They say unemployment claims sink to 364,000
Lie.
as the extra benefits phased out. Okay, I know for a fact, even though I don't have the exact number because it's one of those things that I wasn't concerned with. But here's more news that just throw out the window because the numbers are wrong. There's more than 32 million people right now on unemployment who are filing for unemployment and continuing to draw unemployment.
Now,
Well over 32 million.
I bet
So
what's
where do they
missing
come up
from
with-
the headline, what's missing from that is new claims.
Well, it says, unemployment claims, which means people are re-upping their claim. But if you go back to the number of weeks, we're only off 2 weeks of it hitting the next sign-up date, so to speak, for those who have been collecting it for the last year and a half.
Yeah.
It's just they're trying to make it sound like people are going back to work when there's people who can't get a job because companies don't want to hire them because they're a little too old and their English may not be perfect. Let's go hire these young people who are from another country. I'm not being mean about it. I'm just saying they'd rather hire somebody from another country, be it Mexicans, Israelis. They don't want to hire Americans for whatever reason. Oh, wait, I know exactly what it is. Americans just aren't sensitive enough to the needs of other countries' peoples.
Anyway, look at that photo of the bathtub ring on a parched Los Angeles reservoir. That thing never drains out unless it's really bad.
No, it ain't that bad. Y'all got rain coming. Got a couple hurricanes going up the side of the nation there.
Wrong side.
No. You got one in the Bay of California.
Wrong side
Baja
again.
No.
That's going east. That's not
No.
coming towards us. It's going north and east. It's going to hit Arizona, New Mexico, parts of Texas, most of Mexico, and then it's going to collide with Hurricane Elsa.
Only if the jet stream moves.
We
The jet
haven't
stream
moved.
isn't moving very much right now.
No.
Let's see. Do-do-do-do. Oh. Aw, I have no sadness in my heart for this one. She has issues. Does
Let's
she need
fire her.
tissues?
Like Biden says, I'll fire anybody who's disrespecting other people. Yay, we lose a vice president.
Yeah, I would like to see
Yeah,
him fire her before she pulls the 25th on him.
It's a race.
That would be the one thing they would use to nail him on the 25th.
Yep.
Vietnam's hitting a record. Do-do-do-do-do. I don't see much of anything else in here. Let's refresh this and see what comes up new. Ta-da! Nothing.
No, they're
This is
hiding a lot
right.
of news.
Slow night in news.
Oh, go check out Divine. Go one up.
No.
You sure?
Nope.
It's Ohio.
I don't care.
Okay, we'll go down one.
He's a rhino. I ain't got nothing to. I ain't gonna listen to a dang thing he says because 90% of what's coming out of his mouth is a bunch of lies. Before he became the governor, when he was the attorney general, he fought hard to get rape kits done up the way they need to be done up. He fought hard for Second Amendment rights. Now he doesn't give a rat's rear end about either of those.
Mm-hmm.
Two very important issues in my mind. If
Hey,
you're going
Dave.
to change, yes, sir.
Can you just move it, scroll back up one picture? That one? Yeah, there. Yeah. Okay, we'll be talking about that on my live stream coming up.
So I was trying
A little bit.
to slowly skip past it.
Yeah.
Sneaking by it.
I just wanted to throw a teaser out there to everybody to remind them. Mine coming up in a half an hour. We're going to be talking about the drought.
All right. Right there, Hurricane Elsa.
Shifting slightly west.
Yeah, Hurricane Elsa is way down there. It's just off the South American coast, and it's below Cuba and Dominican.
Carol, go run and buy your milk and bread now.
Yeah. Carol, Mouse Toes, and a few of our other friends down south in those various states need to have their heads on swivels because it's not the only one that's forming down there.
There's another one right after it, a bigger one.
Yep, they're talking possibility of kind of like a freight train of them this year, separated by not very many days.
There you go. There's the Hurricane Center. If you want to put it up.
Ding.
Yeah. So that's Elsa down here. You can see the pattern. This pattern has a good whole circular pattern here. So whatever's over here coming off of Africa in the bottom right is going to be coming across and coming up. But that's all what they're not nothing down below here even has even a 40% chance. No depressions, nothing else is listed out here yet.
Yet.
Keyword. Yeah. Now we look at
we're truly not even the beginning of it yet. Miss Nina, good evening.
And this is
now, Nina, that is just
there
not
we go.
cool, girl.
On the Pacific side here of the of Mexico and the United States, cyclone activity is not expected during the next 48 hours. There's not even a depression showing out here. Just some.
That one that I was talking about must have fell apart then when it crossed.
It went down.
Yeah, I ain't checked it in a few days. Last one I was talking about, if you go right above the word "not," you can see the center of the circulation there.
Yeah.
That's
A couple
the one.
days ago, that was over on the other side of the Baja Peninsula there, and it was intensifying. That was the last thing I'd looked at.
Yeah, it tripped on Baja and went flat on its face. It's not even a depression.
Well, that's a good thing, though. That means Texas and Arizona and New Mexico aren't going to get flooded as bad.
No,
it also means it's not going to hit Louisiana and Arkansas and that over there hardly at all.
And Miss Nina is at the lake.
Yeah.
You're at the lake, Miss Nina. That's just not cool. You're teasing.
Central Pacific out Hawaii and stuff. Nothing forming out there yet. So everything here is showing nothing forming yet other than Elsa's down here. and has a maximum speed of 75 knots, which is 85 miles per hour. Minimum center pressure is 995 MB, whatever that is. And its movement is west by northwest at 30 miles an hour.
All right, Carol, right now there is nothing else tracking. Those dust storms don't stop a darn thing. Okay. They just look pretty on data so they can hide other data. We're not truly into the season yet. We're at the very beginning of it.
Yeah.
What is it? Middle of next month actually starts the true season for those. So for us to have actually our second one already, moving the timetable up just a little bit.
Right. And Carol, kids don't drink bourbon. Get milk.
Hey, you leave my bourbon alone. Because if we get a hurricane up here, I might be needing some.
Great
But this
Charles, think of it.
I'll have to deal with the people who get cut out when they stand outside with their cell phone cameras going, whoa, we got high winds here. Smack.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it's the hammer of justice. What are you holding that cell phone? Here, let me take it away from you and give you some information.
No.
All right.
Good. The weather will take care of it for us.
Here's the Ventresky weather pattern. You see how it's moving down here on the bottom. It's kind of moving westwardly before, and half of it's splitting off here when it goes past Dominican Republic and out to Cuba. So it's splitting the force around. So
Well,
some
they
of that
said the
force
other day there was this high chance that after it made hurricane status, it would actually, once it hit the Cuba and all that, it would actually diminish before it actually hit Florida again.
Yeah, and if it stays below Dominican Republic, if you look at it, it's going to keep on going west instead of going northwest. It's going to turn and hit down here to the Central America. And can stall
HPC,
there.
I am not 100% sure on that. I haven't checked. But it wouldn't surprise me right now with all the Delta variant going around. There are many countries right now talking about getting locked back down again. The
Yeah.
UK is, other nations and countries are talking about it. So it wouldn't surprise me a bit if they had.
This is air currents, right?
This is air currents at 2 meters above ground level. This is 1,500 meters above ground level, and it's doing the exact same pattern down here. In fact, it's more of it is heading south here around the Dominican Republic into Central America and coming back up here. So it could totally just peter out, just be a nice light rain, sprinkle.
Like I said,
But look over here off Africa. What's just they got a couple little there and a little mix up down here.
Little?
yeah.
Well,
Right.
so but you see the cloud stuff and the actual pressures and stuff and temperatures. Temperatures are still kind of low out there for it to be doing much of anything.
Right. But what I'm
All
worried,
this is just doing. It's just doing a little thing. If it were tighter, and if it was more tighter and some more speed in the middle, I'd be worried.
like the one off of New York and
Up
Newfoundland.
there, yes, up like this up here. But see, if that goes, that's just going to go right on up.
Hit
Towards
Greenland,
Greenland.
yeah, Greenland and Iceland into Hudson Bay, coming down. I think.
It'll die up there. It would die up there before it came
Yeah,
down.
the
I
water's
hope
too
so.
cold up. The water's too cold. It will die.
Yeah, it'll just die up there in the
Minute it
summertime.
starts getting above the peninsula there in Canada,
Yeah.
it'll be pretty well dead. There's not enough wind shear current to push it over to Europe.
Yeah, and this, I know what you can't see behind this little map here is all the way the pattern pressures up here are going funky up around over here. So
I remember that one year it snowed in England so hard that people were like, gee, that's a lot of snow.
yeah, that was the year after Valley Forge.
Yep.
Where they had a summer, a year without a summer. Okay. All right. Now I'll give it back to you, Dave. I'm going to stop sharing.
Okay.
There you go.
Woo. Just catching up on chat here now. Miss Nina, when you're done studying, you just get the rest you need, girl. You make sure you pass your tests.
Yep.
Yeah. Actually, jumping back off another news thing I saw here, those hurricanes and stuff. We actually wanted to go under the south, up under south of Cuba and the Dominican Republic, head right over into Mexico and start raining on Mexico because they need the water desperately.
Yep. Plus, it might slow down some of those migrant trains.
Yep. And also, Captain Crazy talks to teacher. They deserve a raise, not praise.
That'll help one of my friends who's out in California who's a teacher.
I still don't trust them. I think there's an alien connection.
Oh, that's what else I was going to look up here. Someone mentioned earlier today.
Did you just say the A word?
Who?
What, aliens?
You said the A word.
Which ones? Are you talking about the little green guys, or the ones
That's
coming from,
racist.
or the ones coming across the border?
No.
Either way, it's racist nowadays.
Yeah. Even the aliens, the other aliens, are saying-
Extraterrestrials.
right? They prefer being
No.
called that, folks.
No, they prefer members of an organization and gender from another world.
Great.
Come on, you have to be politically correct.
By the time
You
I
almost
finish
may not
saying
have
that,
full
they'll
faith in
probably
you.
probe me in. I have a tag on my neck. Great.
Well, backwoods, that doesn't stop them from trying it. Because some states are already telling people to mask up yet again. And they're going back into full masking situations. They're not locking people down, but they're saying you're back. People, even people with the shot, have to wear them again. So be prepared for that to hit most of this country, if not go national one more time.
Dave,
Yo,
something that somebody mentioned earlier, I just checked, and it is happening. There are
Okay.
several fires in Oregon going
Oh,
off
yeah.
again.
Yep.
yeah.
Also, British Columbia too.
Our friends up in Canada have a heat problem from something that's red and flickers.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the Oregon governor has declared a wildfire emergency already.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He wants to get a jump on it and get federal aid as fast as he can.
That
See,
was bad.
folks, don't play with fireworks. They'll blow out your eye.
That was a $180,000 tractor right there that just went poof.
Yeah.
How do I know? I used to drive them.
And remember, they confiscated those fireworks.
Yeah, and California has doubled the fine this year for illegal fireworks, even if it's little small ones. They've doubled the fine. So you're
go back up to Captain Crazy says the economy and everything's fine. People are working
No,
again.
It's working. No, he said it's working
No.
just a little bit. Just,
Yeah.
just a tiny little bit.
If that's true, I'm the next lotto winner.
I don't want much, just 250,000. I want to go buy a piece of property in Michigan and disappear.
Okay.
Ooh.
What?
Wildfires in Texas burned 10,000 acres.
Hmm.
Yep, it's wildfire season.
Oh, yeah, and it's going nuts already.
Volunteer discovers a way to stop nicotine.
It's an ad.
Yeah, I know. Yep. Aw. Now the White House, after we seen just, 20 minutes ago, where the White House said there is dissension among the ranks there. Now they're saying,
Oh, she's got a great supportive staff. There's nothing to see here. Go on now, little boys.
Pay no attention to the hag behind the mirror. I mean, the curtain, the person behind the curtain.
Yay! Finally, we get the Newsom or Newsom.
guess what? I have a funny feeling that he gonna stay right there.
I don't want you to get banned, so I won't sing it.
There you go again on the trafficking, human trafficking on the bottom there, Dave.
Hey, Backwoods, I wasn't talking about the trailer. I was just talking the tractor itself.
Hey, Tim.
Good evening, Tim.
Hey, Tim.
Go ahead and drop that down.
So, any more news, you two? Or
Um,
from the side chat, anything anybody would like to discuss? While we're waiting for that, again, today's commercial is for emergency medical preparedness needs. Please go visit doomandbloom.net.
Oh, okay. ICC just posted something there towards me because that's in my neck of the neighborhood. In fact, I helped build the Concord Pavilion. Charging 25. They do their own fireworks within the Concord Pavilion is built up in a big bowl on the mountainside and on the hillside, and it's surrounded by housing tracts with a golf course around it and some other stuff up in there out there by Clayton. And they do their own fireworks up there, so they're trying to keep it safe. So that's a good deal there for anyone in Contra Costa County. Let's see what's going on here in California right now. Fires in California now. Northern California, there are at least within the last 8 hours here, we've got an update for the lava, the salt, and the tenant fires.
Yep.
And they're cooking.
I'll catch you guys later. Somebody's calling me.
All righty.
I'll see you over at Gills.
All right. So, yeah, they just updates all in the last 6 hours. Yeah. Yeah, the Washington Post is even talking about the California fires.
They were predicted to be the worst in recorded history this year.
Yeah.
Figured that one out.
Whoa. The lava fire just exploded. 3 days. This is 3 days ago. Exploded to 13,000 acres, and it's still going on. So it's cranking up here. Let's see if I can get this map to come up here or not.
For those who like to watch earthquakes, or who watch Suspicious Observers and are part of the earthquake prediction people, got a couple areas to keep an eye on.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Damn. No, this one's scary, Dave. All right. Okay, so we have California, Arizona, Nevada fires, Utah fires, Oregon fires, Washington fires, Idaho fires, Montana fires. This little white line right here is the border between Montana and Idaho. And so, and even a couple over here into Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
That's current. And the big ones here with the black fire symbols in the triangles are some ugly ones there. And then the bigger the circle is, the bigger the area. But just because it's a big circle doesn't mean it's a bad one. These other ones are in deep forest areas where it's they can't even get to do much firefighting. Crap. This one's sprung up here I'm going to pass in this one tomorrow morning, heading back to California.
I'll be careful.
Yeah, I'm staying on 80, so I gassed up in Fernley, 48 miles into Nevada, where it's all nice and clear, and that brings me all the way home. To California home, that is.
Just so y'all know, to be prepared, if you guys feel an earthquake down south tomorrow morning, have no fear. It's just Miss Nina going after her son. Everything will be just fine. Do not be near Miss Nina if she woke up early.
Alrighty. I'm gonna drop that out. And actually I'm gonna keep that up there for later. And drop that down. All right, I'm gonna skip out of here and go on over there and see if Martha or some others are waiting for me. So
Alrighty.
I will see you all over on the Camp Patton Family Compound channel for irrigation and watering in a drought. So see you over there.
Any other comments from the side chat before I go ahead and shut this down and get everybody prepared to head over there? I'll give you guys a few seconds. See, we got I see we got 15 people in this chat right there. So please be kind and drop a like if you would, please. Helps with the analytics, helps more people learn to be better prepared for their future and not be a victim of the system. There's Gil's link to Camp Patton. All right, well, I'm going to give you guys a chance to run to the ladies' room or boys' room or whichever room you so choose to call it. Because we don't discriminate around here. We just don't allow people to push or be violent with their words. So until next time, which will be Tuesday, which may wind up being another biblical related study. We shall see. Well, I'll see y'all over there at Gil's here in just about 10 minutes. So until next time, y'all be safe.